Morning. Welcome back to space. Coffee. Okay, so we last left. We were just about to get the arming key from our brother, and instead our father, from the board of the directors, has sent a recovery team to shut everything down. And so we need to deal with that recovery team. I need a super repair kit. There we go.
Angry. Perhaps you blame me for what's happened, but I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite. Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing anything except the secrets aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now. Dahl, I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Typhon. We're on the verge of...
Your brother, he likes a microphone, a spotlight. He can't resist, even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you, chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made, or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst, but this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
Okay, Dr. Igwe has a suggestion on how to deal with this without killing Dahl.
There you are.
Morgan, I was worried Dahl or his rescue team had intercepted you.
They are NCA-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dahl, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dahl, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
No?
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh, man.
Morgan.
Thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
Okay, that seems worthwhile. That I'm okay doing. So he might have supplies. Getting us an escape vessel is just not on my list of priorities at all. Like, I feel like I cannot express enough just how everyone is already dead for even coming here.
Morgan?
Morgan.
It is probably entirely possible to save people and not blow up everything, but I'm definitely of the mind that that's the only way to be sure. And, like, honestly, not even that. It isn't sure. We're doing the best we can, though.
A deluxe cabin. Oh, Alex must have liked you.
Doctor, you did. My quarters were right next to Dr. Calvino.
I take it back. Maybe Alex did not like you.
I hardly think slandering one of the doctors is productive at this time. Calvino is dead, and he was a skilled doctor. He deserves our respect.
That's irony coming from you, after all the respect you showed Morgan in a sim lab.
Dr. Yu, both of them, approved the experiment.
Really? What about the third Dr. Yu, the one with us now? Not sure our Morgan approves.
That makes a whole Q-beam. I don't need a whole Q-beam. I need chargers for it. I don't have a way to make ammo for this, do I? Yeah, I need to make Q-beam cells if I want more ammo for it. Alright. Good morning! Good morning, everybody. So, for those that missed it, the situation. We need to upload the data from the coral so that Alex will give us his key that'll let us blow up the whole station. As we're going to do that, we get interrupted because our father, the board of the company, have sent a military squad to rescue everyone. And by rescue, we of course mean protect the secrets on the station and probably kill everyone else. They sent robots specifically to kill me. So, bad relationship with the parents, I guess. So with that, we can't finish the upload until we get Dahl in charge of the rescue squad dealt with. We can go charging in and kill him, but we're wearing a tracker, and so if we want to sneak up on him, we got to go turn that off. Dr. Igwe suggested, hey, maybe we don't need to kill everybody. If we can pull the neuromods out of Dahl's head, he'll forget everything since those mods were put in, which is true. But Dr. Igwe's plan is then we can use him as a pilot to get out of here. I'm not getting out of here. Nobody's getting out of here. I have seen the footage of our first meeting with the Typhoid, and Typhon, not Typhoid, that's a different thing. Our first meeting with the Typhon, it was immediately violent and started wiping people out, and now it's completely out of control. It needs to all be destroyed. I can't think of any other way to deal with this. So, that's my plan. Increase my run speed sounds really good, actually. And jump height. Let's do that. We're a super athlete now. So I think my plan is to head down to cold storage or deep storage to shut off my tracker so that I can take out Dahl as simply as possible. And then once Dahl's dead and the rescue team's disabled, then I'll be able to get Alex's key by uploading the data, and then I'll blow up the station.
Morgan.
Nothing to say. Okay. In the meantime, there's a guy that was going to get supplies and got a broken arm and trapped. Supplies sound great, so we're going to go help him. Good morning, Raven. Down there. Too far? He's in the middle? Okay. Slightly annoying, but simple. Oh god, why are you so strong?
All systems operational. Thank you.
You work for me now.
If you are TranStar personnel, please stand down. I am a rescue operator. A-Star in progress. Will report.
Morgan? Is that you? It's me, Luther.
Very clear. Operator deployment resuming.
I don't think I can move.
Visual contact. Engaging. If you are TranStar personnel, please stand down.
Request.
Ow.
Echo Bell. Echo Bell. Agent. Verify clear hot.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Repairs needed. Firing angle 0.
Suit integrity damaged.
So, yeah, Luther was already dead.
Requesting new operator.
System alert.
N-CN9 black
The
box
operator
ready.
dispensers are no longer making med bots, they're making military bots. Cool.
System
Cool.
alert. Repairs needed.
Okay, we're gonna take the elevator to deep storage now. Repair my suit. I assume life support's the easiest way. I don't even know that it was a mimic. It may have just been voice recordings stitched together. It was clearly a trap. Station map. Arboretum. Okay. I'd like my medical bots back, please. should probably make more use of my EMP grenades. Okay. Where am I going from here? Here, let's... Honestly, I should check this out. I don't know where that tree is. I would just have to check trees? That seems no good. Deactivate tracking bracelet. That's the thing I want. Okay, how do I get to deep storage from here? I think it's that one. Deep storage is a level below me. Elevator on the right. Okay, past the weapons locker. I kind of know where I'm going. Medical bay is going to make a military operator in it. I can't risk it. Okay. Don't mind me. Oh, that's fire. Still burned a little bit.
CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear
It's
of
not the
out-
lover's tree. Must not be. Okay. That what? God.
No contact. Echo painted. Notify.
Peace out, homie.
Might have an echo.
That's the command shuttle.
Requesting new operator.
Operator approach.
Everything can stop trying to kill me for just a moment. This is the bridge? I took the wrong elevator. Okay. Simple enough. Simple enough. Easy fix. Deep storage. Honestly, I kind of love that just run really fast is viable. That's kind of nice. What is attacking me? Is there a poltergeist here? Like, busy. Is that active? Thank you. Yep, there's a poltergeist here.
Requesting new operator.
Somewhere.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr.
Requesting new operator.
Hey, that had Q-beam cells. That's actually quite handy.
Hello, are you here for an appointment?
Can you two come down, please? I could use both of you.
Inspecting. Your suit suffered some wear and tear. I'll fix that. Record complete.
Diagnosis. Superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit couldn't handle. I'll have you feeling better
much,
soon.
much
All done.
better. Okay.
Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire. I can serve you better next time.
Not sure how to deal with my own tracking bracelet. I need my own tracking bracelet number. More military robots down there.
Visual contact. Range of kills.
I'm busy.
Operator approach.
Echo contact. Echo painted. Hot.
I'm really not good at hurting these things.
Weapons cold. Nothing to burn.
My ID number is 0913. Got it. Got it. 0913. Okay. Just get back to the station.
Coming through.
Echo painted. Transtar personnel. Contact.
Come here. Haha, you got electrocuted.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
So 0913? Incorrect. Okay. What was it? Okay. You. This is the new plan for dealing with military operators. We will stun them, and then we will hack them. And even if more show up, they'll fight each other. Which means seeing a lot more of the hacking minigame. Ow, what? Please laser the alien.
Attend adjustment required.
Useless. Okay. Okay, deactivating. Freaking. I am busy.
Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
Cleared for Sierra and Delta actions.
Honestly, it's okay if you take him out. I just need his key. Okay, I wonder if I will have fewer military operators show up on me now.
Coming through.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Inspecting. Your suit suffers wear and
Diagnosing.
tear.
Looks like
I'll
you've had
fix
a rough
that.
day. It won't take long. All done. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
Okay.
Moving.
Weapons hot. Show yourself so I can distance contact.
Aperture clear. Operator deployment resuming.
What a disaster. Okay, tracking bracelet off. I don't know how much that will help me, but it's done.
I've got suspicious pingback. I've got a blue echo painted.
Deploying.
No, he's still just lost my scanner report. Possible. Please show yourself so I go.
Okay. Back to the lobby. The plan is back to the lobby. I mean, I have no problem saying, in my opinion, he's very evil, but I'm sure some would disagree with that assessment.
Zone sweep. Contact. Visual contact.
Stop lasering me. I don't want to deal with you.
Coming through.
Possible exude. Notify. Engaging.
Why are you everywhere?
If you are TranStar personnel, please identify.
So the problem is the entire company is built on using violent alien genes to execute prisoners, fugitives. Not even fugitives. They were just prisoners from Russia because they're cheap and they don't ask as many questions. You kill them with the aliens to get more aliens, then put the aliens in a blender to get alien juice to inject it into your eyeballs so you can be good at piano. That's the whole station. That's its entire function. So, whether or not he tried to kill me is kinda irrelevant. How to get to Doll. Shuttle Bay, which I should be able to get to from the main lobby. Different soldier bots, Seahawk. I can stand in their laser beam, and that causes problems. Friend or foe, you know. Peace out. Yes, unlock. Go to Shuttle Bay. no one will ever see me if I slightly crouch down.
Requesting new operator. N-CM. Rank black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear.
I haven't taken any alien superpowers, I've just increased my human health. So I don't register as alien to the turrets at the very least. But I would not be surprised if the big reveal at the end is supposed to be I'm wholly alien, and maybe never existed. That all tracks. See, turret doesn't shoot me, so not all alien. What's your question, Raven?
Perimeter secure.
Deploying. Debug build version 0.7.6.
Lemon, gin, jelly deals I don't get. Alright, so escape pods are that way. I've been to the escape pods. At least one set. Yeah, that's why these are all cleared. I haven't been into the pilot's lounge, though.
Diagnostic check. Verbose. IFF. Nominal power load. Nominal actuator.
So, how much of a dungeon master asking for random checks is complete nonsense, and how much of it has actual numbers they're supposed to hit? Bit of both. So, the Dungeon Master's Guide... I have access to shuttle controls. Dungeon Master's Guide does have a basic guideline for difficulty, and you can do some really simple math to make other decisions. So, a standard commoner, no training as a soldier or a wizard, they work a market, they're a weaver, they're a farmer, has a 10 in every stat, which means they have no bonuses. So anything you think anyone should be able to do about half the time is a DC of 10. Because that's a no bonus on a die roll. There you go. And then, like, more difficult tasks, the Dungeon Master Guide will put out just, like, examples of how hard something should be at 15, at 20. So, like, a DC of 30 is supposed to be impossible. A DC of 25 is something that only an absolute expert could do, and they get it wrong sometimes. DC of 20 is only something an expert at it could do, and they do it, like, half or most of the time. So that's how those are marked out, and then you can just take a guess from there. I like to add in variance. The Dungeon Master's Guide just has, like, DC 5 increments, but I like a DC 17 sometimes, or a DC 12, or whatever, to keep things a little more randomized. it's very easy to come up with a number on the spot once you've done it a couple of times. You get a sense for how often players accomplish something and how difficult that should be. So making up numbers on the fly is not that hard. You get a real good sense for it. Easy stuff is a DC 10, slightly harder is a 15. With that kind of stuff in mind, if you're not at the table and you don't need to make a snap decision, or you've got just a moment to figure it out, you can use those what are the odds of it working to figure out the DC. So for something like CPR performed by professionals has about a 10% success rate. And so if we go, they're professionals, they're proficient, right? But they are still just normal humans. They don't have superpowers. Proficiency gives you a +2 bonus on a skill check. So if they have +2 to their roll, what die rolls give them a 10% chance of success? And so they would succeed if they roll a 20 or a 19, because that's 10% of a d20. And so a 19 + 2 is 21. The DC for CPR is 21. Ta-da! So that's obviously a very, very mathy example, but it's totally fine to just sort of vibe it out, and that's how most DMs would do it. How hard is it to pick a lock on a standard door? Or how hard is it to pick a lock on a high school locker? That's probably really easy, but your average person isn't going to pull that off without a couple of tries, so that's a DC 10. To do a house door, that's a 15. DC 20 would be a much harder door, so a bigger lock or a steel door or something, that's a DC 20. Getting into a prison vault or something that's supposed to be impossible for people to get into, that's a DC 30. Just vibe it out. Night Owl is right. You really should only be rolling dice when there's consequences for failure. So if there's no time crunch, there's no consequences for them messing up. They have time. There aren't enemies around, and they could do as many attempts as they want. You just be like, yeah, sure. With enough time, you can get it done. Players do like rolling dice. And so sometimes, even when it's a check that I'll know there's no chance of failure and I know the player character is going to get through it, I'll still have them roll just to sort of determine how long does it take them. Give them a vibe, something to role play with. So if they're in a situation where they're at camp, no one is around, they've got a safe perimeter, and they've got like a locked box they're trying to pick, they obviously have all night to get that open. And unless it's magically sealed or something, they're gonna get it open with enough time. But I'll still ask for a roll, and if they roll real poorly, I will just narrate how it takes them like an hour of constant fiddling, and maybe they snap a tool or something. But if they roll really high, it's like, so you sit down, you get ready, it pops right open, and it gives them something to role play off of. Extra checks can be useful for that. That said, I would be lying if I said I never came up with the DC after the die was rolled, which is a big secret of D&D. You don't know how hard it is. Ask for the roll. Ask for the roll, because there's a good chance they're going to roll a 1 through a 5, in which case they probably fail, no matter what. And there's a good chance they're going to roll like a 14 or higher, at which case they probably succeed, no matter what, especially after you add in their bonuses. It's really just the middle where there's a question, and you can figure that out while they're rolling. Just ask for the roll, and if they're like, 22, great, you got it. No worries. I don't need to think about what the exact number is. That said, absolutely sometimes there is an exact number, and 10 is a relatively common number for easy checks. So, yeah, it's just, that's the only way to keep the flow going. You need to keep the game moving forward. So just ask for the roll even if you're not sure how hard it should be, and you'll know whether or not they got it once you hear their number. Can I hear that transcribe? Is there a reason that didn't just pop up? So just know then.
Steve, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what is going on?
It is general wisdom that, so like in the rules for 5th edition, critical successes and critical failures only happen for attacks. Skill checks, a natural 1 or a natural 20 aren't supposed to matter. Now I will say on Critical Role, for them, they play it that a natural 1 is always a failure and a natural 20 is always a success. But in theory, you're supposed to get the number and check against the stats. And generally, players, I jump really high now, it's nice. Players kind of hate that. If they roll a natural 20 and then you ask for the total and they give you the bonus and you say you still fail, they will ask, why did you ask for the roll then? Or if they roll a natural 1 and then you ask for the number and they add it all up and they still succeed, they'll ask, why did you ask for the roll then? And that is a thing only players ask, because if you have ever DM'd, you will know that I have no idea what your stat bonuses are. And player characters have tons of bullcrap to boost up that number. You have Bardic Inspiration and Bless and Guidance and who knows what else you can do. So I'll ask for you to roll and add stuff up. And with a nat 20, you may still fail because it's a really hard thing to do. Or you'll roll a natural 1 and you're blessed and guided and have a Bardic Inspiration, and so your total is a 20, even with a natural 1. That'll happen. So, for me, I need those numbers. It's not about what stat bonuses they can have, because they can cast spells to boost their abilities temporarily. So even if I had a cheat sheet with all of their character sheets, and I somehow memorized the stats of 5 different player characters, I still wouldn't necessarily know what their max could be at any one point. It's not my responsibility to know what they can or cannot do. That's their responsibility. My responsibility is to be fair.
Alpha check. Affirmative.
Matt has memorized a decent portion of their characters. That's correct. And some of it's not difficult to reverse engineer. So the big secret about character sheets is that what they are is showing your work. The vast majority of the time, most of the numbers there do not matter. And so, as an example, I know you saw recently, Vexalia didn't have her character sheet because she showed up late and they were in the middle of a combat. And she made an attack, and Matt straight up said, well, you're proficient in the attack, and it's a dex-based attack, and you're a ranger, and you've maxed out your dex, so I know your dex is a +5, and your proficiency bonus at level 9 is a +3, so you've got a +8 on the attack. That's just, you can just know that. If you understand how the numbers are built, you don't actually necessarily need the sheet most of the time. And because, you know, if you've maxed out your dex, you're going to do dex skills most of the time. So anything you're good at is going to be the +8. That's just the number for the thing you're good at. The rest of the character sheet is there for when you kind of try to do something you maybe aren't that good at, and you need to know exactly where you are. Now, I will fully admit that I use a custom character sheet for myself because I find it easier to read my stats on the fly. Now, you can find a bunch of those online. Some people do real fancy artsy stuff, and some people try to make more functional things. And so you can find one where the layout makes more sense to you. How do I get into the shuttle? It's floating in the air. Oh, that is a nuke. What? Yeah, you don't need to memorize it necessarily. That was basically my point. You just, after you play, you will realize the things you do all the time all use the same number as your bonus. I need stun gun. Charge. So you just use the same number all the time. Is if you're the barbarian, you're never picking locks. You don't need to know what your stat bonus is to pick locks. That's not a number you need to know. Ooh, okay, calm it down now.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
Please don't.
Requesting new operator.
Please stop requesting new operators.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Cool, it turned on the elevators. I told you the other day when you asked if I was okay. I'm not. There's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is. I don't eat. I'm tired all the time. I feel like shit. The thing I want to do is sleep. Even then, all I get are nightmares. There's nothing physically wrong with me. I know Frank would give me shit if he found out I was talking to a shrink. Oh, Scott Parker, I'm sorry. We did what are almost certainly illegal experiments to you. So for most things like that, Raven, when it's how persuasive was the player, obviously I'm more than happy to acknowledge, like, if the players have done their research and they know exactly what this NPC wants, and they say the things they want, no roll, obviously. You don't ask for a roll for that. They said the thing. They used the clue. It's like using a key. They said the thing that unlocks the door. So you don't die roll for that, obviously. But otherwise, you make them roll to figure out how the NPC feels about them. Maybe they thought whatever they said was cute. Maybe they thought whatever they said was annoying. And you roleplay that through the die rolls. That's what it's for. Whoever keeps making duplicate items, stop. Fabricator is not a toy. Materials are not unlimited. Interesting. I'm gonna take more shotgun shells, why not? Glue the opening. Seahawk, that's honestly genius. I bet that works. Because it's checking if the aperture is cleared. Tried to seal themselves in. There's nothing back here, is there? No. Just an explosive canister. There's just a book. It's got a little pilot seat. Where was... There it is. There. Now it's not clear.
Instrument IFF. Typhon class echoes validated. Interrupt. I've got suspicious ping contact.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
If I glue them up, I can hack them at full health. It's a pumpkin latte. It's very autumny weather this morning. It's nice and chilly. We had the AC off all night. It feels great. Well, that didn't help. Okay, so I can hack them if they're all glued up, but I can't get the glue off. There you go. Okay, they break free on their own. Good to know. Good to know. Good job. Is there any way to get into this container? It's the same kind of container. Nope. Answer is no. This one is open, though. I'm sorry, Anastasia. How do I... Is there controls to bring this thing down? Can I get up topside and just sort of float over? How do I get to this dang shuttle? Oh, there's a... Ow. I crunched. There's a body by all the radiation. Okay, that just removes radiation after the fact, so we're gonna go in.
Radiation poisoning detected. Seek medical attention.
Yep. See, we're fine. Everything is fine. Seriously though, no controls on this lift? Who has spotted me? This is open, but there's nothing there. No controls over here. Okay, shuttle control room. Annie, I know you'll never read this. I ran out of my office when I heard you screaming, but there was just too many of them between me and you. You were always nice to me. You didn't deserve to die like that. And now they're in my office, and I'm surrounded out here in this cage. I can't help myself, much less you, or even Mia. Even when I try, I still screw things up. I'm sorry. God, this game is just sad.
Notify engagers. I'm a search and rescue operator. Echo is out of bounds. Dropping combat. Contact. Visual contact. Green to kill.
Drop it out of the sky.
Green to kill.
Get closer to me so I can actually deal with you.
Visual contact. Yourself engaging.
Suit integrity damaged.
Okay. Framework, there's
Vital signs critical.
Okay, alright. First, heal, a little food, repair the suit. And you've all scattered.
Echo fell. If you are visual contact.
Please let me explore this cool space you've made.
All units feedback and off. Engaging. Echo.
Please go destroy each other. Oh, it broke the glue. Okay, can I... There, how's that? Now that they're lasering each other.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
There. Now it can't make more. my echo? Thank you for the idea for blocking the aperture, Seahawk. The glue didn't work, but the idea was sound. Please.
System alert.
Okay, Frank Jones is locked. Let's hack his computer to get it open and figure out why it's locked. And maybe I can move the shuttle with it.
I am echo found. Echo found.
Start with the oldest email. Alex asked Frank to repair pods? Halt work on the escape pods. The parts you're using aren't rated for the systems.
System alert. Repairs needed.
So the escape pods may not be to code? What? Frank wants to have lunch with Emanuela. Emanuela's not into it. Emanuela, I'm not mad about the HR thing in case you're wondering. Word of advice, if things ever go to hell here, you'll want to come to the shuttle bay, escape pod E33. That's all I'm saying.
System alert. Repairs needed.
Oh, well, if we use escape pod E33, maybe that one works.
False visual contact.
Additive adjustment required.
Using echo painting. Weapons cold.
Scanning target, no alien.
Okay, that'll take me up to the control tower, which I assume... Oh, yeah, restrooms and stuff. I assume that'll get me to the controls to move the shuttle. There is another... operator deployer. Leave me alone and let me check out this cool level you made. God.
Mr. Yu, this is Eddie Voss. I work down in cargo. The fact is, we've been stealing from you, sir. It started small, just, moving harmless contraband on and off the station. Pharmas, food not on the safe list. I don't know, maybe you don't pay your tax and hardware enough, but, Lily got ambitious after a while. Started stealing neuromods, fabrication plans, selling them to TranStar rivals. Yeah, sit on that for a sec, Mr. Yu. Chasma's got our IP now. Lily made me modify some of the old alarm panels around Talos so we could use them as dead drops. I'm certain a few of them still have company property. 3 taps with a wrench will pop it open. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I never meant for things to get out of hand. It just took on a life of its own. But I'd like to make it right, any way I can. That's all.
Cool. So, employees have been telling our rival companies how to make alien superpowers. And now they know. They know how to do that. Okay. No random supplies. Suit, health kit myself. Okay. That's the way to the shuttle. Control. Download the map of this area. People are trapped in the escape pods. I'm pretty sure they're dead, but I guess I'll go check those out. Maybe I went to a different set of escape pods before.
Notify.
But yeah, Seahawk, as this has been developing, I've been of the opinion that everyone's, like, the entire human race is probably all doomed already. I am probably too late for this. The fact is, the board of directors aren't here. They know what we've been up to. Even if I blow everything up and get rid of how it all works, there are people who will survive that made a lot of money off of this for a little while. And they will go looking for more Typhon. So that they can just do it again later. Give me this. Just as close as possible. Just really...
Instruments clean. No echoes.
Nope, that's not closer. Probably good enough.
Alpha check.
No points to check. Okay.
Flying CAP. Status as fragged. Over.
Okay, that's the control tower. Extra medkit is good. Definitely need that now. Getting myself beat up.
Notify. Might have an echo found. Echo found.
Haha, you can't get me in here. Alright, I don't have Mia's password. I can hack it. Is there anything else in here? Looks like no. So much hacking minigame. Those windows in the flight control room are done. You should have much better visibility on the shuttle bay. You can even watch Lloyd smoke cigars, but fuel manifolds now. Keep in mind, they're not made of the same grade as the station exterior glass. It's tough stuff, but you can still crack it. Interesting. Sent you some pharma fabrication plans so you can start restocking your supplies without going through any red tape. I think there's a way to get through those monsters. I'm going to hole up in flight control and hope they don't spot me. Just shut down the grav shaft before you go. Keep those things from getting up here. Taking the grav shaft online, but I'm not leaving you behind. I'm holed up in my office, and I have a pistol. If I see a chance for you to make a break, I'll turn the grav shift back on and let you know. Yeah, that didn't happen. He didn't make it.
All systems operational. Thank you.
Alright, I've made it to flight control. Your chair's missing. Okay. Flight schedule. Can't think that matters, but okay. Two shotgun shells. Fantastic. Systems are good. Hey! That's how we get to the shuttle. Did it. I feel like I must have done this very wrong. I feel like this was all much harder than it needed to be.
No echoes.
Hi.
Alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Food. Oops. Okay. Boy, does this feel like a death trap. I don't have the key card for his shuttle cargo, so I don't have a way to get in the back. Oh.
Commander Dole, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts after you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal site would be Psychotronics.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after...
So that was my father ordering my execution. Okay, we gotta disable the tech officer in Psychotronics. Good to know. Kamazot's protocol? Okay. What kind of keycard would I need for this? Doll's cargo hold. Okay. Not what we came here for. Took forever. Ooh, no. Keep the pistol ammo. Send over the candy. I want to recycle food we're not going to need, bottles, boxes, ramen. An extra wrench. I have 2 extra shotguns. I have an extra glue gun. Okay. scrap. Yeah, you know, Seahawk, I was thinking the same thing. He didn't seem broken up at, like, all. He didn't care.
System alert. As needed, please contact the quality.
Okay, it's definitely making fire noises, but I can't see the fire. There we go. Okay. I need to get the Sectronics. You know what? Let's take the exterior route. Like, honestly, Father William there didn't even seem worried that he was going to lose all of his data. It seemed very matter-of-fact.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat.
How?
Life support. The clock is ticking.
Cool.
Morgan, Dal's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay. There's nothing I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Alright. 15 minutes to get to life support somehow.
Zelazar's right to be alarmed, though her assessment is mistaken. Dahl is manipulating the oxygen and nitrogen mixture. With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
Whoop. This is power plant. I don't remember enough where everything is to know the fastest way to get to life support. Shouldn't take long though. I don't know why I'm trying to save everyone's life, but suffocating is a terrible way to go. Exploding would be instantaneous. It's much more humane. Okay, map. I need station map. Okay, good. I'm right next to life support. Okay, okay, okay. So we need a way up. Seems to be through the coolant chamber. We'll take a quick look around.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you. System alert. Diagnosis.
Hi.
Looks like you've had a rough day. Try to relax. What is new?
Thank
Don't
you.
forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
Explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or...
Oh, that's a lot of coral.
Instruments wide. Echo.
You haven't found anything. You don't own me. Life support. There is a Weaver, but I think I'm gonna just hop into that elevator. Peace out.
Support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Oxygen flow control room. Okay, I don't know why they're not
Support air quality ratio.
They are.
Low standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
That only kind of worked. Ooh. Nope. Peace out. Bye-bye. How do I get into that room?
Life support air quality ratio.
There's a maintenance shaft over there.
Atmospheric
This is the way into the room.
recommended.
I don't have a key. Don't need it. Sounds like someone is in there.
I read you.
What's the situation in Cargo Bay?
It's Doll.
Holding. Small group of...
Okay, Doll's dead.
Without Dahl, we have no chance of getting off the station. We're trapped here.
Yep.
Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Okay. We've put oxygen in the cargo bay.
Morgan, the air's flowing again. I can breathe. And I hope this means Dal can't. Thank you. A little longer and... Never mind. Elazar out.
It was easy because he didn't know I was coming because I disabled my tracking bracelet. Storage room near the grav shaft has extra O2 tanks. That's fine. I'm not really going to use that.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Okay, now we go back to Doll's shuttle. Turns out a lot of problems can be solved with a shotgun. They're all down. If they all just explode?
Please contact a qualified engineer.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Oh, you're a big boy.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels.
Installs.
Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Contact a qualified engineer.
Okay, no new data on the telepath. He's just there.
All systems operational. Thank you.
Go kill that thing.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Go kill the thing. I just gotta do everything myself.
Life support air quality ratio below. Flush recommended.
Yeah, you just don't care.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment. Flush recommended.
Okay, just disintegrate it. Just disintegrate it. My life is a lot easier if I just disintegrate them.
Life support air quality ratio below standard
Hello,
operating
good
levels.
to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Atmospheric containment.
Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. I'll have you feeling better soon. There.
Not that. This, repair, great.
Better. You can fill out a service
Shotgun
questionnaire
out.
at the front desk.
Get back to the shuttle bay. Check the cargo hold. There's that guy in psychotronics. Maybe I can get the tech engineer to shut off all the operators? Yeah, that's the plan. Once I get rid of the military operators, then everything should be more clear. Although I kind of want to, like, take all of the Q-beam lasers from them. They're just such a pain in the butt to deal with. Cystoid nests here. Just a constant, and then it gets worse. Where... Okay, not gonna show me. He's just hiding here somewhere. So that's the way to the lobby. Okay. We're 100% in the right area, right? Yeah, we're in psychotronics. Okay. Just gonna have to find them. Cool. Oh, just climbing on light fixtures. Another poltergeist in the bathroom. That's probably not where the tech officer is hiding.
In silence, I can be smooth.
To the atrium. Psychotronics Atrium. Okay. Whoa, Poltergeist. Okay. Okay.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Hughes.
I like this little office. This has been a safe haven for me multiple times now.
Diagnosing. No trauma or illness is detected. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, unless you're interested in medical trivia or a joke.
Get electrocuted. The military machines do at least laser aliens as well. Open the door, thank you. Okay. Nothing in here for me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go through there.
Looking echo painted. Threat level. Note of visual contact.
Peace out. Freaking. The robots can tell jokes. Okay. Go hunt your friends. I need to figure out how to get down a level. Through the director's office. Okay. Okay. Back the way I came. In my little hidey office. Ow. This is not a way down. This is the way down. Here we go.
This is Casper. Status report. All major servers and terminals are locked down. Rip and intercept protocols are in operation. Searching access patterns within the last 3 hours. Progress estimate, 63%.
Hi, Casper. Please make the robots work for me now.
Affirmative. Resuming.
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls and life support. We're going to clear out Dal's shitcat operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do.
Instruments clean. No echoes.
Okay, no more random electric shocks.
Flying CAP. Status suspect. Over. Possible threat. Zone's visual contact.
Okay, the military operators, there are still some on the station and they're still bad. There's still a poltergeist in the bathroom, but that's okay. He can stay there. Okay, God. I feel like I'm doing so much running around. So many hacking minigames. Feels like a slightly padded ending here. Okay.
Please clear aperture of debris. Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Okay. Big nasty fire guy between me and the shuttle. This no longer says hacked. Oh my god, get this out of the way.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming. Requesting new operator.
We got a regular engineering operator. No more military operators, unfortunately.
Transtar Cobalt 410 engineering class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Repair my suit.
Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll patch that for you indefinitely.
Thank you.
Obstruction detected.
Okay. All that and what I got in here was 2 neuromods. Cool. Well, with him gone, I should be able to upload the necessary data. So I guess I'm heading back to Alex's desk to send him the full data on... I should go back in there and check the shuttle pods, the escape pods. I saw an email that said people were trapped. I'll do that. Shouldn't take long. Yeah. Turn back around. Go back in. Check the escape pods. See if anyone is alive or have anything useful. Pretty sure it was down here on the left. This is the recycler. Dang it. Where is my map? I don't know what any of this is. It's fabricator. I could go unblock the other operator dispenser now.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
Oh, you just make more engineering. Never mind. It's to the guts. Don't need that. I thought for sure there was access to the escape pods somewhere around here. Thanks for more Q cells. This is it. Okay. Yeah.
Hello? Is someone... I'm in the escape pod with Emanuela de Silva. We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates, but... I guess the bolt's misfired. Could you help us out? You'd have to EVA to get the hatch off from the outside. I know it's a lot to ask. I don't know what else to do. Sit here and starve, I guess. There's an override switch behind the panel to force a pod launch. But don't hit that until the outside hatch is off. We'd be blown to bits.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
Pretty sure I can turn into something to get the stuff in there. And this pod? Okay, so they must be on pod 2. Got it. I could use this to just launch pods. If I do that to the one then, they're blown to smithereens. But if I launch the escape pod, they get out. So I don't think I'm saving them. Oh wait, that's the one marked with the hatch. Yeah. Oh, we got it. Okay. Now I guess we... now I guess we go to Alex's thing, upload the data from the coral, and he gives us the key, and we try to blow things up. If we can trust him to actually give us the key, which I don't. Come on. Is it less deadly in here now? Okay, it's not gonna tell me. One of the trees here, people carved their names into. And there's some sort of supplies or secret or something in here. I don't know how I would find that tree. It's an arboretum.
As needed. System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
If I break you... Get your Q-beam cells. Thank you. Which is my, oh, that's not here. It's my giant laser.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I know.
Inspecting. Your suit integrity is compromised. Let me fix that. Job done. Operator approach.
Okay. Wait, the actual Alex Yu? We're gonna meet our brother? We'll have the opportunity to shoot him? Need to decide if that's a thing I want to do?
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Cool.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
We have tendrils. I need a self-destruct key. I got a cherished family photo. I don't see it in my inventory. Okay, tendrils of the apex. No entries found. Use the null wave or Q-beam to beat back the tendrils. Alex is unconscious.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret...
That creature is still trying to consume the station, and I've picked up multiple hull breaches. I believe in you, Morgan. Make this count.
So, I can fabricate the null wave device to try to stun everything. I can just go to the power plant and access the self-destruct consoles. what I am going to do is save. Just do a good hard save. Perfect. Okay, so the tendrils are coming and going, and that's fine. It's fine. How do I get to reactor console? What is that? Oh, get to Alex before he dies? That seems unlikely. Drop. Take all of his food. He doesn't deserve it. Take the med kit. And then use a recording of his voice on the keypad to lock the door? Cool. Alex is alive for now.
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Pretty sure this is
Well,
recording.
here we are.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message and who is listening to it. I have a feeling. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Okay. There. Got all of that out. To the power plant. We might try multiple endings here, we'll see.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this. To murder a species. And the research. Lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
I mean, Michaela's the only person who makes sense in this whole thing. I'm gonna pop in here and check in.
Wait, you said Morgan had gotten medical supplies for you. Were you injured?
Nerves. A lot of them shutting off. Could barely see. Was seeing spots. Must have been something down in the power plant.
Spots in your vision? Sounds like white noise. You know, there was a time when we invested research into the white noise phenomenon to see if perhaps it might be tied to psionic ability.
Paraplexis. It is a medical condition. A physical condition. I've heard the speculations you and others like you have made and the claims of the enhanced perceptions. I assure you, there are none, and you have no idea what it is to feel it.
Miss Ilyushin, my apologies. You are correct, and that was not my intention, but paraplexis. That means no neuromods. Your body would reject them. Why would TranStar have allowed you on this station?
They did not know at the time.
But everyone is screened. How? That is a lot of potential litigation to take on, and the penalties.
Morgan found out. But let me stay.
Well, I'm certainly glad we never scanned you for aptitude data. The complications.
I would not have let you anywhere near me.
Is this a...
How can something like that exist?
Good. Okay, the fact that Michaela is on board with the blow everything up plan makes me very happy. That makes me feel like I'm on the right path. I could just make the transmitter. We're not gonna do that though. We're making shotgun shells. And med kits. Oh, I have 10 in my inventory. Never mind. I can make Q-beam cells. I'm assuming I will run into heavy resistance. Let me heal up. Perfect. That's good. Q-beam. Reload. Cool. What is the best way to power plant? Through life support? Interestingly, all of the outdoor airlocks except cargo bay are locked. If I wanted to go out and meet the giant alien, I could go out the cargo bay. Alright, how do I get to life support? I need to get down to the basement level? How do I even get there? Life support's one of the options in the lift, isn't it? Yeah. Main lift. Okay. Ow. Bye.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scanned the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Investigate. Found you. You're a panic. There you are. There's no help needed. Rescue.
would appreciate that.
Found you.
Okay, so now you're not enemy, but...
All still days.
Oh, poltergeist, hey, cool. You know what, that's fine. I'm just gonna go.
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating level.
If I wanted to scan the apex, I could do that. Okay, need my Q-beam for a weaver. Perfect. Let's see what happens when we blow the whole thing up.
Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning, dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks.
System alert.
Just keep
Repairs
on
needed.
going.
Please contact a qualified engineer.
I'm just waiting for the aliens to hijack me.
Operator approach.
Yep, dangerous radiation. That's the plan.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
I'm not planning on taking a long time. There's the control booth. Just gotta work my way up without getting tendrilled. Does always feel like there's just one more step. going. Alright, to the bridge.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact the
Avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made.
Abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening.
Warning.
Please hold still.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate and avoid all open flames or sparks until repairs can be made. Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected.
Okay. Bring out the big gun. Keep going. What's the best way to the bridge? Can I get to the bridge from the lobby?
I never thought I'd welcome that sound. You did it, Morgan. Now comes the fireworks. I do not know if they will be enough, but I think they will.
Michaela's on board with the blow everything up plan, so that's what we're doing. Raven, I never said thank you for the 8 months, and I apologize for that. I must have missed it when I was reading your messages. But thank you for the 8 months of subscription. I assume lobby first? Gotta go to Arboretum to get to the bridge. Okay.
Microgravity detected.
Morgan, I had to restrain Igwe several times by punching him. Who knows? I may have killed him. He tried to disable January. If you try to do the same, I can't let you do it. This station is proof of what happens when TranStar conducts operations unchecked. If the research survives, then the crimes here will continue, and these aliens, if even one survives, they'll escape again and again. Alex made his choice. Now, it is up to you to make the right one. If you want to trigger the null wave, you'll have to come through me.
Nope.
Operator approach.
Good job on handling Dr. Igwe. He kind of deserved it. Not kinda, he a lot deserved it. That's fine. To the bridge. This is where we find out January has been lying to us the whole time, and I'm actually the Apex alien. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's escape pods. There we go. Captain's loft.
Who? What am I talking to?
My name is January, 2035. There are many operators aboard Talos 1, but none of them are like me.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never. You tricked her. Who programmed you?
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12, 2035. Your sister created me to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
You believe her present disposition is illegitimate because it might be rooted in the personality Drift users experience when subjected to heavy neuromod cycling. But why believe that? It's conceivable Morgan might have reached similar conclusions, but for different reasons. Can you determine how much the Drift imposed on her thinking? I cannot.
Oh, I've determined one thing.
What is that?
You don't know the difference between a bug and a feature. Morgan, this machine, it had your voice. I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be?
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my sister.
Pretty sure I was a
That is a mistake I will never recover from.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please.
There's nothing left to talk about. Have a seat. You might as well join me. Let's pretend we're still family. One last time while we watch all of our work go up in flames. I'm sure it'd be a sight.
I have 7 minutes. I could try to get to an escape pod.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I keep having this dream.
That's it. Oh boy, it feels like there's supposed to be something that happens there. Thank you all for watching. I wish there was more to it. There's large portions of this that are really good. It just happened. There's large portions of this that are pretty good. There's a lot of interesting game design that happens. The freedom to move around and find different options. When the game lets you feel clever, it feels very clever. And that's great. It's lacking an actual moral dilemma. I'm curious if the other endings have more. I don't know, Night Owl. Looking at this, there's several combinations. I could have taken the escape pod at any time. For the last, like 8 hours of gameplay, I could have just taken Alex's escape pod and left. I assume that gets us a bad ending, but I could have just done that. There's blowing up the station, there's using the null wave transmitter on all of the aliens, there's scanning the apex. Those seem like the 3 big endings. All of which seem, I don't know. If you take it seriously, I don't know how you can choose some of them. Whether I blow it up and escape or just blow it up would be a choice. If I use the null wave and escape. This was not bad. This was pretty good. I wanted to love it, and I don't think it was nuanced enough for me to love it. I can't tell how using more neuromods to have more alien powers would affect things. And it's entirely possible, like, if I go to scan the apex alien there, if I'm more human, I get one ending. If I'm more alien, maybe I get another ending. It did. So my chief complaint with the game is, rather than having a series of things I want to do, it basically presented the big ultimate goal right at the beginning, and the whole game was just obstacles in my way. So I'm just constantly being stopped or slowed down rather than getting to make new interesting decisions. That's my biggest complaint about the game. And that just leads to a feel of bloat. How many times am I going to be stopped on my way to finish step 7 of 14 of one goal? That's how a large portion of the middle of the game feels. Especially if you're on board with the plan philosophically from the beginning. All the time we spend saving people or not saving people or collecting mementos is a giant waste of time. And all of that only works if you're conflicted about whether or not you're gonna die and kill everyone with you. But if you acknowledge that that is the only way to make anyone safe in the future ever again, and just go with it, because it's a video game, I don't have to contemplate my own death. It's Morgan dying, not me. If you're on board with that plan from the beginning, it just doesn't work. If you're conflicted about it, maybe more of that works. Or if you're like, I'm gonna save everyone I can, I don't know how you can look at the story they've written here and decide that anyone can be saved. See, I wouldn't even do a full replay. Although, like, there are different ways to approach some of the tasks, but there aren't that many, and they aren't that different. I could have gotten alien powers to throw fire and lightning the way the aliens do to blow things up, but that's not really functionally different from a shotgun. That's still pointing and shooting. Now entering a hidden location.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
My arms are all tendrily.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Congratulations. That's it. That was the game. I feel like I should be bothered that the whole thing was a test, but I'm not really that surprised. All of it never really holds together. Because killing them all would be siding with the aliens and destroying the human race. Yeah, the world was lost anyway, which, like, seems super obvious from the setup. There was no way we were stopping everything. I feel like the game on a whole loses track of its own story and weakens itself, trying to be more complicated than the story can handle. This narrative doesn't really go anywhere. I want to like it a lot more than I do. That I had suspicions early on that I was an alien the whole time, and the idea that the whole thing was a memory doesn't change anything. The Zapper ending. I mean, all that does... So, like, here's the problem with that final twist. Whatever choice I make only changes the last couple lines of dialogue right there. That's it. It's possible I play through the whole game and I make different choices and a different ending there is chosen for me, where I'm not given an option. They recognize that the aliens are a threat and they just execute me in the chair. Or I'm given a choice like that, and I get to pick, and then the game's just over. It's just roll credits either way. It wants to be philosophical, but in the end, it's a technical calculation in execution. You can play it differently and get a slightly different ending, but the ending is not supposed to be the important part here, except by having this final reveal, that is the only part that matters, because nothing you did do did matter. Like, it's... it falls apart. It just falls apart. I want to like it a whole lot more than I do. So, like, I don't care what happens in the story of the game. So, do I save the world or not is not the point. That's not the point of this. In the same way that with Dragon Age Origins, whether or not you slay the dragon yourself and sacrifice yourself, or sacrifice Alistair or Loghain, or you do the ritual with Morgan, the end credits is not as relevant as the development of the characters and the relationships and what those all mean to you. And going through here, I don't know that you can get that much meaning out of the stuff you run into. It's just like a naivety meter, a hope meter, and by having this post-credit scene, whether if you were more hopeful, if you spent more time trying to help more people and trying to save as many lives as possible and not blow up the station, this ending comes and says, that was dumb, we lost the world. Like, that's what that does. It would call you stupid for trying to help everyone. Ultimately, I guess, I feel like I've come through this and I haven't changed. I've played 22 hours of this game, and I don't feel like I've learned anything more about myself, or have had any particularly emotional reactions. It's fine. It's fine. It just could have been so much more, and I've played things that have so much more, and I want to support this genre because it's very difficult mechanically to build something like this. It's just that the mechanics of an immersive sim like this are supposed to develop into themes around those freedom and choices, And this doesn't. This specifically tells you your choices didn't matter. That's dropping the ball. That's messing it up right at the end. Yeah, that's what I've learned, Seahawk, is that shotguns solve a lot of problems in space. I tried a couple other things, but the shotgun was the way to go. Alright, well, that'll be it. Next week will be something very different. I'm going to play something, I don't know, maybe spooky, maybe murder will be involved, I don't know. But that'll be it for today. Thank you all so much for joining me on this. I know it was long and not quite what I expected, but it was good. You all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. I'll see you next week. Bye.